No, I'm not mocking you. It's Mocking With You, the podcast that settles the debates once and for all with your host, Lil B, and the hater.
Hello and welcome to the Mocking With You podcast. We are back after a nice little week off after the NFL draft where we were live with you from days 1, 2, and 3. Every pick we were there. So we needed a little bit of a rest because that is all. Yeah, it's fun. We love doing it, but it's a lot to be in front of the camera talking and doing it every day. So we took a week off. We're excited to be back. We are done with football and sports for a little bit. We're gonna get back into doing some mocking and doing some fun things. And this week we are doing our top 10 movie cameos of all time. So we're mixing it up a little bit from how we usually do it. We're trying to make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more strategic. So what's going to happen is here, we flipped in front before the show to see who goes first. I won. So what's going to happen now is that we're going to go from 1 to 10, but we're going to alternate picks, obviously. So I'll start at 1. Chris, after I make my pick, Chris will make his pick. But with this draft, to make it crazy and fun, once an actor is taken off the board, no other one of his cameos can be used. Not just that in that movie as well. We're gonna make this painful for us. So once that actor's gone, he's done. And then once that movie he's in, if there's another cameo, that movie's done. So there's no duplicates, there's no nothing. This is gonna make it a lot more fun and a lot more interesting. So let's get right into it. I'm super excited for this one. And Chris, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's get this. Notice I haven't seen the sheet, but it says Little E versus Hater, and Little Red Team and I'm the Blue Team.
All right. Of course, I'm the Sith Lord here. Of course, you're gonna put me on the
You're the
red.
first one. I've
It's all
seen the
right.
red, but we'll get to that next week.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm going with an actor with a lot of cameos under his belt. A lot. So I'm taking one of the best cameo actors off the board, but then I'm also taking one of the best cameos of all time, and I'm taking Matt Damon in Eurotrip with Scotty Doesn't Know.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well.
You
yes.
can't tell me
Yes.
that.
Yes. 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 I got him.
I'm curious. I'm ecstatic. So I'm curious on who you're thinking is a better one.
I'm gonna
With
pick one of the best actors of all time. Hold on,
Matt
let me
Damon is one
update.
of the best actors.
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
you
yeah.
not
Hold
giving?
on, hold on. Let me update your pick here. Matt
Yeah, you're fine.
Damon.
I have to go cross off Matt Damon because I had him for like 4 movies.
And then we'll specifically Euro clip here.
Yeah, Eurotrip. Yeah, 100% Eurotrip. I mean, there's not any other big cameos in Eurotrip. So, but taking Matt Damon off the board because Matt Damon had Thor Ragnarok. Matt Damon had a couple others
Yeah, let me
that.
also I'm gonna change the font here if I hate the font. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do something fun here. Okay, there we go.
There we go. There we go. All right.
Okay, it is set, but that is on my side. Okay. Um, Man, okay, I have two really. Yeah, no. I'm doing this one. I'm doing this one. Yeah. I'm taking it. It's one of the best animals of all time, and it's one of my favorite actors of all time. And I'm taking Bill Murray in Zombieland.
Yeah, that's a good one. I give it to you. Really good pick. High on my list. So I was curious where you're talking about. That is a great pick, Chris. I'm glad that's one of the top ones off the board. It deserved to be there. But I'm going with this one, Chris, because it's the best one. Second to best one. I gotta make sure I get it because this gentleman made a universe. Made a universe. Made
Oh, I
billions
hate
of
you.
dollars
I
of
hate you.
movies.
I almost
And
put
I
the
am
number one.
taking
I almost put the number one.
I am taking Stan Lee in any Marvel movie. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm taking Stan Lee.
and so now that the segue that I was talking about before the show, and I was going to tell you, we have another idea for a mock here.
Okay.
We have a completely new mock here with Stan Lee cameos.
Yeah, 100%. We definitely could do a because he has so many. There's enough for 20. I mean, I'm trying to think of one of my favorites. Like, there's so many good ones. Like, I
Spider-Man, he
love
was there.
Thor. I love
Spider-Man, he had that
what is
one.
it? Civil War, where he's the FedEx guy and he says,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
is Mr. Skank there? Then you got Deadpool, where he's the announcer in the strip pool. I mean, come on, like he has so many great ones. But I'm just doing Stan
What
Lee
was
Marvel
that
because
in Dallas Mountain from the Galaxy 2? He's like in a spacesuit.
yeah, he's talking to the Watchers.
That's right. That's right. Stanley
Yeah,
in Marvel movie.
yeah,
He's
it
also in
doesn't
a
matter.
couple of other movies too. Like I can't remember.
He's in. You could also
Uh,
talk about him in Mallrats. He's in Mallrats with good
Mallrats.
old
Yes. Oh yeah. See, see. Why we can just do this next week?
yeah, easily could. I'm down for it. Stan Lee can't. Yeah, but yeah, I love it. And one of my favorite actually is one of my least favorite cat Marvel movies is Captain Marvel. Just a little bit of respect for having him in the movie reading the Mallrats script and on the train. That I know Kevin Smith didn't know about that, but I thought that was amazing. Kevin Smith was heart
Oh,
touched
that
by
Taylor
that.
Smith loved that. I'm sure he loved
Yeah,
that.
and this just how Captain Marvel knew and just looked at him with a smile got my heart warm and soul. So I hated watching I watched Captain the Marvels, and I didn't see any Stan Lee. I must have missed. They could have maybe done something to honor him, but not having
But
Stan Lee in a
then,
Marvel movie.
yeah, I
But
mean, he was going to pass away at that point, so
yeah,
I
but
guess
okay,
that
go
would
ahead
be
with your number
relevant.
two.
Yeah. This is a hard one. I have a. I want to take him, but I also want to. The strategy involved here.
I know.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Yeah, let's just throw Walken. No,
Christopher
Bob
Walken. I know.
Barker and Happy Gilmore.
Good pick. Yeah, that one was gonna. I don't know if that would have made it back to you if you didn't take it there. I was staring it down. The price is right or the price is wrong. Yeah,
Something's wrong, Bob.
that's a good one. Oh God. Okay, hold on. I'm now going sitting here looking. I'm going to go with this one because this is another classic, cult classic. Just watched this one, and it came out of nowhere for this actor to do something like this. But I am going with Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder as Lee Gross or
mm,
whatever,
mm, mm.
being the
I hate
fat
you.
agent with the fucking big hands and the dancing.
Yeah,
Come on,
no,
you
that was
never
like
see the out of character
a
for Tom.
different. Yes, Swap it
I can
thunder.
understand where people might say that's not a cameo per se because he was in it for the movie for the most part, but nobody expected it. You see what I'm like? If you looked at a lot of lists,
Yeah,
it was
like
always
no, like
on
when
there.
he was not advertised.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody knew about it,
It
and
was
like
like Ben
if
Stiller.
you look at cameo, like if you look up top cameos of all time for movies, him
Yeah, he
and
was there.
Tropic Thunder is always in the top 10. So
Yeah, this tough.
I got a lot. I'm excited. I still you haven't really you're
All
no
right, all
you're
right. This one I have to take it if I know it's pretty high on your list, and it's a classic movie. It's on a cult classic now. I put in Mike Tyson and the Hangover.
Yep, good pick. That was probably going to be my next pick. So good pick. That was definitely. I was staring that one down. That was a good pick. I'm a little upset because That was another one, man. Nobody saw that coming. Good old Mike and freaking
And
Zach
the one or
Galifianakis.
the tiger,
Oh yeah, you God, that's a good one.
and they
Okay, now
return the tiger.
where do I want to go here now? This is stuff. All right, gonna go. I'm sticking with the cult classic theme. Nobody saw this one. Like very. This is a stoner classic, cult classic. I'm going with
Oh
White
man.
Castle, and I'm taking Neil Patrick Harris in White Castle, man. Like MPH being MPH, but straight was fantastic. I mean, that role of him in White Castle landed the role of Barney on the How I Met Your Mother. That's how and famous that role of MPH was in White Castle. It landed him to be Barney in How I Met Your Mother.
Hold on, I'm trying to type it all.
You could just, I did MPH. I wouldn't sit there and try to write Neil Patrick Harris. But yeah, I love that pick. I'm loving this pick. We're so far you haven't came out of the woodworks with something random, which I don't like. Your every pick so far you're knocking off my list.
You're like killing me here. Oh, and yeah, going back and that was like the first time you saw him since the album. Like
Well, you
everyone
remember
was
he was
wondering
in
what
Starship
happened to
Troopers.
him.
Starship Troopers.
Yeah, yeah. But really, like everyone was like, whatever happened to him? He was like that childhood star that, oh, he find out. But then he
Yeah,
got
and then
that role, and then he got How I Met Your Mother, and then there was like a weird science movie he had. That was,
yeah, he's been bouncing around now here and there, but I mean, he's probably set for life now after How I Met Your Mother.
yeah.
All right, there, but who's your four?
Oh man. So put my five. Uh, you know what? I know you won't take it, so I'm gonna. I don't need it. Maybe you will though. I don't know. Miss Anderson here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
There's one I'm staring down. I don't know
yeah.
if I can keep it there much
I'm
longer.
gonna just take it now because I love him. I'm taking Christopher Walken in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, no, you would have been safe. I didn't have that on my list.
I know that the screaming that thing. Where's Christopher Walken? Pulp Fiction.
I don't know. I don't know if Mike's a big Pulp Fiction guy. I really don't. I don't know if he would have been pounding the table for that.
I'm a big Pulp Fiction fan. That's my one of my favorite movies.
Okay,
Okay, go
so
ahead.
I'm going a little off the reservation here. This one might be weird, but I loved it because it brings back some nostalgic. This is a movie that a lot of people probably don't remember or even watched, but I always loved this guy. He is the creator of Family Guy. Seth MacFarlane made some made some movies. One of his movies that he made and directed was a million ways to die in the West. And in that movie, there's a scene in a barn where there's some lighting going on, and they go check it out. And there's Christopher Lloyd reprising his role as Doc from Back to the Future and covering up the car. So I'm taking Christopher Lloyd in A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah, by the way, I love Christopher Lloyd. I would never in my wildest dreams take in this movie. This is
Really?
so far out there.
I love it because it recalls back to good old Back to the Future. And then, having him play in it for a quick second, having the DeLorean, having Christopher Lloyd as Doc. I
Yes,
mean, it was
it's good.
fantastic in the West. I mean, it was perfect. It was well done by Seth MacFarlane with that. So I'm okay with
Yeah,
if you
I
didn't have
mean,
it. I mean I didn't have your Christopher Walken one, so it's all good. I'm still happy with my list so far.
Okay. Alright. My number 5. I put in John Depp and 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, I did. I didn't put it on my list. I figured you would. I really like that role. Really good pick. I have no problem with it. I, yeah, I mean, it was one of those ones because he was all covered in makeup. You had no idea who he was until he took off the stuff, and you're like, "Oh crap, it's Johnny Depp." Yeah, that's a good
So if you
pick.
didn't know like about the history of John Depp, like 21 Jump Street itself, the TV show, made John Depp so popular in the
Yeah,
80s.
yeah.
Well, not you,
That's
I'm
where.
not talking about you, I'm talking about the
Oh,
fans.
oh yeah, no. I get that. Yeah, it was a good. That's where you guys claim to fame. So it was a nice another recall, bringing back the
Like,
original.
yeah, it's like another, like you had the original cast member in the remake movie. But by the way, it's so funny. I think that's one of the, what's his name's most underrated movies. It, uh,
Okay,
what's his name?
shit. I gotta
Jonah
ask a
Hill, there you
question
go.
here. I gotta ask the question here. Because of the rules, I gotta ask. Because there's a guy I want to take from a movie you just took in 21 Jump Street. Am I allowed to take another actor out of that movie since he has not been taken yet?
You can take the
It's not
actor.
Johnny Depp.
You can take the actor.
I can take the actor.
The
Okay.
movie, I guess the movie doesn't exclude the actor.
Okay. So then I'm going here because you got a little close to home. I'm in panic mode. So I'm going to take this actor because he has other roles out there as cameos that a lot of people, that he plays really well cameos in. So I'm going to go ahead and take it because this is one of the best ones. It cover your ears if you have your children because it's one of the best scenes in a very rated R movie with Seth Rogen, with Jonah Hill, with James Franco, and some others called This Is the End. And I'm taking Channing Tatum and This Is the End, where Daniel Craig, or not Daniel Craig, I'm sorry, the guy from, oh God, Daniel, Craig something. He's from, Westbound Down. You know who I'm talking about, right? Can you hear me? Chris.
Oh, I hear you,
I,
sorry.
oh,
My microphone unit is not broke.
oh, no, yeah. But yeah, so I'm
No,
taking
I think that's who it is.
Channing Tatum and This Is the End, and Daniel Craig or Craig whatever goes and says, "Yeah, I got Channing Tatum as my bitch. I get him spent over, and I call him Channing Tate. Yum." It's just one of those most random. You never would expect it because he's wearing a gimp suit. He takes the mask off and starts holding on to Craig's leg and humping it. Fantastic scene, great scene, loved it. Did not see it from Channing Tatum. Got to give it to him, so I'm taking it right here. All right, that's the bad part. Kids can listen again.
Yeah, I'm covered in. Yeah, Tom Cruise was a good snipe.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't let it sit on the board.
Yeah, I'm stumped right now. Hold on here.
Yeah,
He just died, so I'm just gonna give him some love here. And this is a classic movie, so I'm taking Jimmy Bucket and
do
Jurassic
it.
Park.
Yeah, Jurassic World. Jurassic World.
Oh, Jurassic World, sorry.
If people don't know, in Jurassic World, the new one with Chris Pratt, the first one, Jurassic World, at the theme park, when the dinosaurs get loose and they're going through the mezzanine and the restaurants and everything, Jimmy Buffett's in there for a quick second. He is the man running while grabbing onto two margaritas and trying to run away from the dinosaurs in the at the restaurants. If you did not know that, he's wearing a pink shirt, holding on to two margaritas. That is good old Jimmy Buffett. I had that on my list. I was waiting to see when I could pull that one out. So good snipe. That was getting close to the point where I was going to take it. Okay. Okay, here I go. I'm going to go. Okay, I don't think you're going to have that one. So I'm going to go. I don't know if you have any of these two, to be honest. But this one is so good. I got to take it here because this cameo was literally zero point 0.5 seconds long in this movie. And everybody was like, wait, was that who I thought it was? And it wasn't until after the movie you realize it was. And I'm talking about Deadpool 2, The Invisible Man, Brad Pitt.
Wow, I forgot.
When he runs into when he's flying, he's parachuted into the telephone poles or the electrical poles and gets zapped. And all you see is Brad Pitt getting electrocuted for like literally 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, and we can do that and advertise that Brad Pitt uh, are not in best Brad Pitt movies. If you go back in a selection, go
Oh
ahead and
my
go back and
God,
watch
yeah.
that episode.
There's so many, yeah.
Yeah, go back and watch that episode, guys. It was a good episode.
Yeah, that one had a lot. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. So I know my next pick because I know what I want to leave it at
And
10.
Brad Pitt and
Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2. Okay.
Yeah. And I can't wait for Deadpool 3, Deadpool and Wolverine, man. Come on.
Yeah, oh man. I've seen that all over Twitter. Um, I'm thinking here.
You think I still have a good list. I mean, there's a couple ones I really don't want, but if I have to, they're decent. They're
Like,
decent pulls.
that's what I'm thinking about. It's from, I'm like,
I,
okay. I'm not really a big fan of him, but I know they set the world on fire when they saw it. And I'm talking about David Bowie in Zoolander.
Yeah, good one. I had that. That was about to be taken by me. That's a good pick. David Bowie and Zoolander, where they're him and Ben Stiller and oh God, hey, or wow, God, what's his name?
Yeah. It's been
Yeah,
a while since
whatever.
I've
They're
seen
about to do their
Zoolander.
runway walk challenge, and
Yes.
David Bowie's the one making the rules of the walkway challenge. So I like it. Good pull. Good pull. All right, I'm going here. I can't sit on it any longer. I don't think you have it, but I really want it. And this is taking another big. I don't think he had any other cameos, but I just took the main actor from the first movie. So this is back to back movies where I'm taking the lead actor, same lead actor, Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool 2. But I'm now going to Ryan Reynolds, Free Guy, the video game movie, and at the end, where Free guy is fighting Dude, he goes through his glasses and grabs a shield of some sort, and that shield was Captain America's shield. And for a quick second, when Dude hits the Captain America shield and shows the Captain America shield, it pans to Chris Evans going, "What the fuck?" and going back to the fight scene. So Chris Evans and Free Guy,
Oh, Chris Evans.
great scene.
Chris Evans.
Yeah, Chris Evans and Free Guy for the quick second where he has a cameo because Captain America's shield was used.
I love this. I love this anime so much that I have to get it now.
Which
And
one's that? Yeah.
um, I'm putting Dan Aykroyd, and we all know Dan Aykroyd was in Ghostbusters, and I'm putting Dan Aykroyd in Casper.
I had that on my
I
list.
love that show. I love that movie growing up. I love that show.
Yeah, that was a good one. I did have that. I forgot about that one until I did research for the episode, and I was like, Dan Aykroyd actually reprising his role as one of the Ghostbusters in the Casper the Friendly Ghost
Yes.
movie,
Wasn't
which was
that like amazing?
that was fantastic. He did it again in another movie. He reprised his role again as the friendly neighborhood Ghostbuster in another movie. And I didn't write
Also,
it down.
and also on that Bill Murray who was on the topic of Ghostbusters. Remember Bill Murray's cameo in Space Jam?
Oh yeah, that was
And
another
then
good one.
and
Holy
then
crap!
and then
Yeah,
they're like, I didn't know Dan Aykroyd was in this picture.
yeah. Oh man, I totally forgot that. Bill Murray in Space Jam was a good recall. I forgot about that one. That's a good poll. Okay,
Well,
so
that was so fun.
okay. So this is where it's getting a
That's
little. I got two more picks. So I got to sit here with my picks. I got one. I'm safe. It's my 10. I'm glad I'm grabbing it because I love it. Now it's where do I want to go with this last one? And there's two that are calling out to me. And I think I'm going to go here because I just watched it and we talked about some of it already. I'm going Daniel Craig, 007, but you might have not known this little cameo. Daniel Craig in Star Wars The Force Awakens, when he is the stormtrooper that releases Rey from the shackles and gives him up the gun. He is that stormtrooper. If you did not know that, that is Daniel Craig in The Force
did not know
Awakens.
that one.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So that's
Hmm.
another one not on your list. So now I'm curious because I thought one of my other ones were going to be taken.
This is a classic of, and I don't think you've been had this movie. I don't think you've been seen this movie.
Oh God, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm going to be mad if you take my 10.
I'm thinking Martin Scorsese
Okay.
and Taxi Driver. I don't think you've ever seen this movie.
I've seen it, but I didn't care for it. Yeah, okay, good. You had me scared there for a second because I have a
So they kind of remade this movie. They kind of remade that movie
yes, they did.
with
Yes.
Tom Cruise.
Yes, you are correct. I forget what it's called now, but that one was just called Taxi or something.
With the Collateral.
Collateral, yeah, Collateral with Jamie
No, it's
Foxx.
called Collateral.
Yeah, with Jamie Foxx.
That was the movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this. You know how I pulled Christopher Lloyd from A Million Ways to Die in the West? Just pulling one out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Here, this is a good one. I'm taking Danny Glover in Maverick. For you people out there that don't know this movie, Maverick, it is Mel Gibson as a card player back in the good old
Danny
Western
Glover.
time.
Oh, yeah.
Danny Glover. So this is a movie where Mel Gibson was a really good card player, like poker player in the West.
Oh, it's really
And there's
good.
a time,
Maverick is really good movie.
yeah, and there's a scene where some guy goes in and robs a store that Mel Gibson's in, and the robber was Danny Glover. And they take each other's mask off. He takes his mask off, and they look at each other like, and this is after Lethal Weapon. So they're looking at each other like, do I know this guy? I think I know, they're playing the like,
Right.
I know this guy. And they look at each other like, nah, walk down, they walk away from each other and they look back and they're like, nah, it's a great scene. I love it. I got to
I
rewatch
forgot
Maverick.
about that scene.
Yes. So I am super
You know
excited to
what?
sneak that one in.
That's enough. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying I'm super excited to sneak that one in at 10 and be able to give that a little bit of honor.
That is so good for that one. That is another idea. We really need to get that on the show because I know he's a huge Mel Gibson fan. And we
Yes.
should do a Mel Gibson mock with
Oh,
that.
yeah. Mel Gibson. That I don't know if there's 30 movies of Mel
We
Gibson.
should
There
do
could
Mel
be.
Gibson movies and mock. There's gotta be.
There,
He's been in a
there
lot.
is. I mean,
We're gonna have to do like we're gonna end up having to do like Road Runner or not uh
oh
Mad
yeah, he
Max
has his
4 or
he
something.
has his Mad Maxes. He has his Lethal Weapons. He has.
Yeah.
Now, all right, now you're saying it. You go ahead. I'm gonna look that up really quick to see if that is something we can even.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and look that up while we're on hitting the last movie. Okay, this is a really small role, but the guitar player is one of the most famous guitar players ever, and my mom was a big Rolling Stones fan. And I put Keith Richards in Pirates of the Caribbean at the World's End.
I figured. I thought that one was one that you were like gonna get taken. I was I was wondering if it was gonna get taken. I know that was high on a lot of people. I didn't have it. I didn't care for it as much. Like I was like, oh, cool. But like Keith Richards really didn't mean much to me. So I was like, I liked other ones more. So I don't hate you taking it. So all
Yeah,
right.
no,
So per IMBD, Mel Gibson has 75 roles as actor. I mean, there's some ugly
that's not
ones
that
out there.
close.
It's. I mean, there's ugly ones, but I mean, you could do it. You could easily do it. I mean, I don't know if I've seen
I think
so.
I want to say that we made a rule that they had to be over like 50, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, he has it. I mean, more I'm looking at it, I definitely see a lot of more of his '90s and 2000 stuff. I
like
forgot he is the voice of John Smith in Pocahontas.
right, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
we can do
I
this.
think we could do it.
We can get this smoke test bad and like, yeah, we're not getting on. For,
Yeah. All right. So I still have a couple. I want to give the honorable mentions to the ones I still have. Uh, so the ones I still have on my list is Michael Myers from Bohemian Rhapsody, where he is the record producer that said he wouldn't put on that one song, Bohemian Rhapsody song, because it was too long. I didn't, most people don't know that was Michael Myers, aka Michael Myers Shrek, and Austin Powers Michael
not
Myers.
Miles.
Mike Myers, sorry, yeah, Mike Myers. And then I had Bradley Cooper in Dungeons and Dragons.
Never saw that movie. Never saw
It's our.
the other movie too.
I think this might be our biggest miss. Like I love our list, but I think this is one where some people might be like, "Yeah, Lance Armstrong from Dodgeball."
Oh yeah, well I understand why it's on so.
Yeah, so those are the three that didn't get drafted off my list.
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino and Desperado is one of
Yep.
them. I'm not really a big fan of that movie. So,
But he does that to all of his movies. He's in all of his movies.
he did. Like, like, what is it? I'm blanking right now, but they all have a different color name, Mr. Orange
Oh,
and,
oh God, what
um,
is it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't like him a
oh
lot,
yeah,
so I don't watch
Reservoir
Reservoir
Dogs.
Dogs. Yeah. Well, he sometimes he's the
Hugh
main actor.
Jackman, man. Hugh Jackman. How did we miss Hugh Jackman
In
in
what?
Night in the Museum?
Oh, I didn't like that one. I saw that
I
and I
didn't
didn't
like that
recall
either,
it.
but I feel like I'm putting Hugh Jackman in a couple other movies.
I don't remember him in that role, so when I saw it, I didn't want to like. I didn't remember it, even after seeing it as a thing. And I watched Night at the
Wasn't Hugh
Museum, so I
Jackman
left it
in
off.
Deadpool?
What's that?
Wasn't Hugh Jackman in a Deadpool movie?
Hold on. Was he? No, he was never. No, not
Was
yet.
it
Hugh
in
Jackman has
Deadpool?
not been in Deadpool, but the only time you could have used Hugh Jackman in Days of Future Past because when um, young Magneto and young Professor X go looking for X-Men, Logan is at a bar drinking and they walk up to him and say they have a proposition. He tells them to fuck off. So you could have used Hugh Jackman for that because he wasn't in a cameo as Logan.
I did actually enjoy that movie.
Yeah, I did.
It was
I
not
did
bad.
too. Yeah, so I think it was Days of Future Past. It might be another one. One
Yeah,
of the
it
X
was.
Men. Yeah, it could have been the first X Men. The prequel X Men, whatever that one was
No,
called.
that was one of the newer ones that I actually was. I think Jocelyn and I went to see that. I forgot, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
All
But
right,
yeah,
there's our list.
there's our list. We'll put this out there for a vote and let us know who you thought had the best
Who
cameo
won?
draft, red or blue. We'll make it easy. We'll screenshot it and just say red or blue, and you vote who you think won the cameo
Yeah,
draft.
yeah. Scratch out the names, and then once they watch this, but.
Yeah. Oh, don't
Yeah,
scratch it.
no,
Yeah.
we won't just do it this way from now on, just so it's a little more competitive.
Yeah, it makes it more strategic because we know each other, so we know where we're gonna try to go sometimes.
And then
So
and then and then we don't have like number 10 being something really good,
yeah,
like in
exactly.
the
So
Christmas episode.
yeah. I mean, you could go from 10 to 1, but
My
we're gonna screw each other because we would want to pick and like our our top one picks would have been at 4, like 6 and 7 because we were gonna
yeah,
screw each
yeah,
other.
that's what might. Yeah,
Yeah,
might in the Christmas episode. I'm still not over that.
but we appreciate you listening. Next week we will be drafting Stan Lee's best cameos in all of his movies.
That is a must. We can happen that.
Yeah. So thank you and have a great
Great
week.
episode, Louise. Have a
Great
great
episode.
week, everybody.
I don't think he had the outro ready.
Thank you for listening
It wasn't a push
to
the
the
button.
Mocking You podcast. Yours truly, Lil B at Brunelli Sports and the Hater at Supercharged